the upset that is throughout the room this morning, and that what can happen if these cases are not deemed a homicide. And very early on, it can be called a suicide or an accident or an overdose, and then there's no investigation. And so I think that the issue of someone found in a dumpster deemed an overdose, or somebody who has been dismembered and found deemed natural causes, that these are horrific stories that mean that there is really no trust in a justice system that won't follow up these kinds of cases. And so I think more than any other place we've been in Canada, the need to reopen some of these cases was a very resounding message today. As you know, we've committed that we're not going to wait for the results of an inquiry to get going on the things that we know we need, and Minister Hajdu's department is working very hard on the issues around shelter, my department on housing, other departments on things like victim support, and this whole issue of navigating a justice system and the need for victim support, I think was very, 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 very clear this morning.
I think the actions have to be implementable, and there has to be a commitment across all levels of government to implement them, because not all of them will land at the federal responsibility table. Some of them will be provincial, some of them will be municipal, some of them will be within communities themselves in terms of how to make their own communities more functional and safe. So it will really be something that we'll all need to work on as a country, and the actions have to be practical and implementable. So from my perspective, having written policy before with numerous actions, part of that is the commitment to continue coordinating those actions and having a mechanism to review how we're doing and making sure that we have accountability measures, data, as Minister Bennett said. What is changing over the years? What are the targets that we're reaching? And how will we know that actually what we've put into place is going to make a difference in a year, in 5 years, and 10 years?
How do we hold all levels of government accountable for the implementation? We certainly heard very strongly from the UN representatives, that Barbara Bailey at CEDAW, that she is watching very carefully whether Canada will be carrying out the recommendations that her report brought forward in recent times. So it's not only all of us. We know if we can keep Canadians with us on this journey, it'll be pretty hard to leave a report on a shelf. That's what we're trying to do, is bring Canadians with us. But we also know the international community is watching us, and that we actually will have no, you can run but you can't hide. We are going to have to be accountable, and we look forward to that, to being accountable for actually putting in place. It's what it said in the platform. Put in place the concrete actions that will actually stop this tragedy.